basically to thwart those democratic ambitions. And for the past 4 years, they have had a partnership that has, to the outside world, looked as though they were being supportive of transitional arrangements from Sudan, while inside they were actually undermining this all the way. They agreed on things like no accountability for justice, including the genocide in Darfur, back in 2003. No civilian control over the security services. They had a lot in common despite their institutional, ethnic, bureaucratic differences. But big question not answered. If they succeeded in derailing the civilian transition, who was going to be on top? So what we have now is a fight for power. It's a lust for power. Who is going to prevail among these two generals? So they had this marriage of
But if
convenience.
they've already agreed, they both of them agreed and signed this Sudan peace agreement, saying that they will transition to a civilian-led government. What about that?
Both of them, and there is forces behind them, their colleagues as well, have made multiple commitments to each other, commitments to the Sudanese people, which is the most important, commitments to the international community, and they've broken them all. We see time and time again Burhan and Hamedi and their partners making commitments and then breaking them. And this is only the most recent one. They had agreed to a plan that had been carefully negotiated by the UN, the African Union, the sub-regional group for Africa called IGAD, about transfer to civilian control that should have happened a week or so ago. So this is yet another example that they've commitment made and commitment broken. We've seen this repeatedly. If nothing else, I would hope that all of us have learned what the Sudanese civilians have long suspected, is that these guys aren't reformers. These guys have not bought into the process that they said they were supporting.